you egomaniacal. When things get going and everybody's not talking about you and it's not all about you, then you get so angry and so mad that you literally become like a maniac. You starve for attention. You need everybody watching you, talking about you, suggesting things about you. You need everybody whispering about you, calling folks about you. It's always about you. Your flesh. Your flesh is taking control. So let's look at this thing just for a moment. You cannot, listen, look up here just for one moment. Just for one moment. Whatever you sow, whatever you put out there, whatever you preach, whatever you propagate, whatever it is that you lay out there, you cannot get anything back but that which you put out there. Is anybody here with me? You can't throw apple seeds out and expect orange trees to grow. If you throw apple seeds, guess what's going to grow? Amen? So you got to get it together, okay? So we're going to go in there and look at this thing. Now, let's look at the seeds results of both the spirit and the flesh. We got to look at the results. What happens when we sow to the flesh, and then what happens when we sow to the spirit? All right? Be not deceived. Listen to this. God is not mocked. God already knows what you're doing. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Am I right about it?
Yes.
All right. So if you sow, listen. Therefore, if you sow unto the flesh, you're going to reap corruption. But he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting. In other words, there are some things that I sow that are going to be beneficial for the rest of my life. But there are other things that I sow that are only going to be beneficial to nobody but me. In other words, the pleasure dies with me. The beginning and the end comes up and dies with me. Everything about it is nothing but me, 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 me.
Come on now.
Amen. Let me see if I can run through them real quick and cut this sermon in half. Seeds of the flesh. Understand their definition. The first one he says here is adultery. Okay? What is adultery? Adultery is an unlawful sexual relationship between a man and a woman, whether you're being single or married. There's an outbreak in America for adultery to be on the rise, and it used to be that the women would talk about their husbands are the ones. But now we're living in a day and time where it ain't just the husband. Y'all come on and help me this morning, somebody. Amen. If you can't say amen, just holler, ouch. Amen. And so, if that is the case, then you're not sowing seed unto your spiritual lives. You are sowing seed unto your flesh. That's all about you. I don't care how you draw it up. I don't care how you get to it. I don't care what you said to the person who you're in this thing with and the person that you're doing your thing with. The fact of the matter is that this ain't about nobody but you and you getting your own. Amen. Look at somebody and say, it ain't nothing about me. Amen. Give the Lord a hand of praise. Can I go a little further? If it's not adultery, then we are sowing seeds of fornication. Fornication, the same as adultery, as a relationship between a man and a woman. But now, besides all manner of unlawful relationship, when you get into relationships that are not about what you want to be in a relationship, if your relationship is not about you building a better relationship with God, if the man and the woman that you're with is not about helping to build a relationship that you have with God, and you are laying down with them and getting up with them, you know that every day that you lay down and get up, your relationship with God is going further and further away from where it ought to be. In other words, you got to recognize when you lay down with them, you are laying down with them emotionally. You are laying down with them spiritually. You are laying down with them as a person. And so when you get up, every person that they ever been with, and every spirit, you don't want to talk to me right now, every spirit that they have ever encountered, now you're going to encounter. That's why you end up worse off in a relationship than you started. You start off in some stuff, and y'all ain't got to look at me, look at me crazy. I know what I'm talking about. You get into something and it feels real good. Y'all just holler sometimes. Just let me know you still there. I'm just going to talk about this thing anyway. And when it starts feeling real good, when it starts getting too good to you, you know that sometimes you got to look out and see whether or not this is something that God wants you to have or not. Because everything that's good to you is not necessarily good for you. And everything, oh, y'all don't want to talk to me. Everything that brings a smile to your face, and every time you get that smile on your face, that thing is trying to take you out a little bit further. Can I talk to you about sexual relationship? They'll take you further than you want to go. They'll take you further than you want to go. They'll make you pay more than you wanted to pay, and they'll make you stay longer than you wanted to stay. In other words, baby, when you get out there, it's a long way trying to get back home. Is there anybody here know what I'm talking about? Knowing you don't want to tear up your family, knowing you don't want to hurt your husband or your wife, knowing that the person that you're with, you really don't want to use them, but what you really are doing, you are using them for your own pleasure, for your own. You don't want to talk to me. You want to act like you said did it. You didn't act like that last night, but anyway, I'll talk to you right now. You know that you're using them for your own pleasure. You know, when you look at her and say, girl, I don't care nothing about you. All I want you to do is do what you do, baby. Do what y'all want to talk to me right now. You look at that man and say, I don't care nothing about you. All I want you to do is to do what you do quickly. Give me what you're going to give me. And let's get it on. Now somebody talk to me right here. Maybe I'm talking to the wrong crowd in the wrong church. Maybe I got a bunch of saints in here and you live holy and righteous every day of your life. But I doubt it. I think I got the right place right now. Somebody holler right now in the name of Jesus. Fornication is sowing unto the flesh. Amen. Can I talk to you? On the real tip, there's not one of us who will not be infected by it.
I know that's it.
Amen. From the preacher all the way to the usher in the back door.
Everybody.
Amen. You're going to be aroused and moved.
Yeah.
Amen. You like it. Amen. We all, oh, y'all don't want to talk. Amen. I know you're in church now. Pastor, I don't do those type of things. Amen. You got to keep some control of yourself. Look up here, young lady. Look up here at me. You can't allow everything and everybody to enter into who you are. You ought to be a prize, baby. Amen. You get this jewel.
I know that's right.
Oh, somebody help me here. Some women ought to be clapping right now. You make it past the arm of God, baby, and get into these gates. Amen. You're going to be one happy soul, bud. But you're going to have paid the price. Amen. Somebody help me here. Now, the price ought to be a little bit more than a couple dollars.
I know that's right. Come on now. Come on now.
Look at me. There's no reason why a husband and a wife, why your wife ought to be chipping and slipping because somebody bought her a dress or a bottle of perfume or took her to a movie or got up and went out somewhere with her. That's ignorant.